Okay, to answer the last caller's question, you don't have to go confront congressmen or senators or even governors. You can go to their websites, though, senators, congressmen. They'll have their itinerary, events they're speaking at. You can go to their MySpace. You can go to their congressional site. You can go to your city council, your county commissioners. Just go tell government, get off our back, leave us alone, we're sick of you. Just let them know that we're awakening, and then other sheep will see you stepping up and out, and that will create the even larger awakening. And so that's what's happening. I mean, if you don't find out about government and get involved, you're going to be enslaved, folks. Turn off the television. Spend more time researching the real world. Let's talk to Tori in Texas. Go ahead, Tori.
Alex, how you doing?
Good. What's on your mind?
Well, Alex, you woke me up about 4 years ago, and God bless you for that. And first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they attack you, and then we win. And right now they're really in the attack phase. So I see victory is just around the corner. Now, down here in Texas, there's a big battle for governor coming up here with Kay Bailey Hutchison and Rick Perry. Now, are you familiar with a candidate named Deborah Medina?
Yeah, that's a libertarian, isn't it?
Well, she's running as a Republican. She's the Campaign for Liberty Texas State Coordinator. Her website is medinafortexas.com. She worked for Ron Paul's congressional campaign, and she's running in the Republican...
Yeah, I know who she is. Yeah. Listen, I appreciate your call. What people should do is, this is a national, international show. Yeah, they should just go check the Campaign for Liberty, the Libertarian Party, all these different groups, and look at candidates' records and what they stand for, and then support them. But most Americans go, oh, I want to vote for the winner. So they wait and look in the polls. Oh, looks like that Democrat's going to win, or looks like that Republican's going to win. Then they think they vote for a winner, and then they stick a sticker on their car and go, I'm a sucker. I voted for a winner who works for offshore banks. We have to vote for constitutionalists that want to bring down the New World Order. And we've gone from being called kooks 10 years ago to being the fastest growing organization and group. We are the American people. We are the populist. We are the constitutionalist. Hear us roar, as they say. Let's go ahead and take another call here. Let's talk to Kyle in Pennsylvania. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yes, sir, Mr. Jones. Just a real quick question. These guys are coming down, internment camps, enslaving people. What are these signs to look for that they're super close?
Okay, I think you're on an IP phone or something. I couldn't understand you.
I said, what are the signs to look for that they're going to be coming down on us, internment camps and rounding us up and things of that nature?
Sure. I appreciate your call. Great question. They're going to do it by staging a nuke attack or a bioweapon release, claiming terrorists did it or saying it's a regular flu, to set the military up, to set up the FEMA camps. They're taking over old shopping malls all over the country, right here in Austin, the old mall. They are Highland Mall. They are setting up FEMA camps, but posing like it's good. Oh, all the homeless come here. Oh, we re-educate you here. Oh, the Army's running checkpoints to stop drunk drivers. Oh, the governor of Tennessee says we're not allowed to. We're going to ignore you, governor. Oh, we got 14 countries training to take on American terrorists with foreign troops inside the U.S. They're just incrementally getting everybody conditioned to this. And so they're going to have the flu fear-mongering and say your kids are dead if you don't take it, and then just set the precedent. And then later clamp down more and more. It's an incremental domestication process. So that's how they're going to do it. And we're going to fight back with our incremental. We have the long view of history here, but we fight as hard as we can now, but we also understand it's a process. We don't expect instant gratification. Barbara in Austin, then Dan in Alaska. Barbara, you're on the air.
Hi. I like to check out things that I hear, and I was wondering if you could tell me what page you're finding all that on about the health care bill. You were telling
yes, ma'am. I have. Is this your first time to tune in?
Yes. Okay,
well, let me just show you. You see these big stacks of news? This is just some of the news from last Thursday and Friday. And so I don't have I don't have the health care bill here in front of me, but you can Google. A lot of senators have breakdowns of it with the subsections and links. And so I've gone over those previously here on the show, and we've got about 5 minutes left. But we've posted the breakdowns on Infowars.com in the featured story area. We posted a detailed breakdown Wednesday. So go to the featured news area of Infowars.com, the featured archive, and go through and you'll see breakdowns of the health care bill and some stories we've got there that then when we make a bullet point claim, we have a link to the bill in the subsection. But I'd have to dig it out. I actually do have it here in one of these stacks here.
I will look that up, but my understanding was there were 3 separate bills. There's a House bill and a Senate Health Committee bill. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
And then there's a Senate Finance Committee bill, and they're going to vote on, hash it out and change it around and vote on the final. So nothing, as I understand it, nothing's final right now. It's just in the process of, and there's 3 different bills. And I couldn't find, while I was listening to you, I was trying to find it in my copies, and I couldn't find what you were talking about. So I'll go to your site and look that up. But I did attend one of the hearings, the meetings here in Austin, and I think what's going to happen is that they're going to have the meetings inside, and they're going to have to check people's IDs to see if they live in the district, because I think a lot of people they're confused. They don't know where their congressional district is. And,
yeah, but you can't start doing that. It's good to have people from another district and another district. This is America. We don't have Nazi checkpoints and yellow stars on us. And, ma'am, I appreciate your call. Listen, I have Congressman Conyers on video. We played it Friday saying, in fact, cue it up. We may have time to play it at the expense of a caller, though, saying it's bad to read the bills. We don't read the bills. There's no way to read them. They don't even read these. The lobbyists write them. All 3 versions of the bill you mentioned have these provisions in them. A really good one was written by Mike Adams for Natural News. What's really in Obama's health care reform bill? A plain English translation. Forced drugging funding, psychiatric funding to expand more drug into the kids. He's got section by section with the subsection in it. You can go read that right there. It's just incredible. I mean, look. Here's Conyers right now. Don't read the bill. There's no reason. Just capitulate and give in. But they think they can run your health care, though. They can run your health care, but they can't read a 1,300-page bill. Well, we've been through the 1,300-page House bill he's talking about, and it's a nightmare. Here it is. If the video
I love these members that get up and say, read the bill. What good is reading the bill if it's 1,000 pages and you don't have 2 days and 2 lawyers to find out what it means after you read the bill?
Nicholas Balsi, CNSNews.com.
Okay, that's him at the National Press Club. Like, we're the weirdos. Exactly. They shouldn't be passing 40,000-page, 44,000-page NAFTAs, which has totally destroyed our economy and isn't free or fair trade. They shouldn't be doing things like this. I mean, Obama will get up and say there's no bills for national compulsory service while they have all the bills saying national compulsory service, and I've got a chief of staff saying, yes, it's going to be compulsory. They've got bills to basically ban any and all guns they want. We've read the bill numbers here on air, and they just stonewall and say it's not true. They shouldn't be passing 1,300-page and 500-page and 44,000-page. They passed the cap and trade bill in the House that was 1,300 pages long, and 300 pages of it was secret. I have the C-SPAN video where the House leadership couldn't even get a copy of it. They passed that thing a few minutes after they released it. I mean, you cannot imagine the full magnitude of this we're dealing with. I wanted to get to Dan in Alaska, Lacey, James, John, George, and others. Call me back. I'll be live tomorrow, 11 to 3 Central Standard Time. If you don't have an AM and FM in your area, you can always listen at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com. And in closing, I expose corruption. I told you that DynCorp and Halliburton were involved in child kidnapping rings, and then it came out in the Chicago Tribune years later. Here is Time Magazine. Here's Raw Story. Here's The Nation. Ex-employees claim Blackwater pimped out Iraqi girls, 14-year-old girls, 12-year-old girls, and that wife-swapping parties at the bases, murder, Blackwater people being murdered who didn't go along with it. I mean, this is what happens with corruption. I told you this years ago. Here it is, mainstream news. Okay, and I meant to get into this today. I'm going to cover this tomorrow. It's so horrible I didn't cover it all week. And they're censoring our YouTube videos. They're shutting us down and bragging and crowing that they've done it.